Hello, and welcome to Kubby TV. I'm Steve Kubby, your host, and today we're going to be talking to David Malmo-Levine, one of Canada's foremost activists, and currently very involved in Sensible BC, an effort to legalize or at least decriminalize cannabis in British Columbia. So, without any further delay, David, what's up in Canada, eh?
Oh, we just go about our business.
You're having a rough time with your prime minister. He seems to be quite the sycophant, cop-kissing politician, and he wants to put all of us potheads behind bars.
Yes, the crime minister, Darth Sweater. Yeah, we're not too impressed with his, I guess, fighter jet prison sort of mentality. He wants to be like a little, kind of Bush Jr. sort of thing. Wants to be hard on crime and come down hard against those child molester / pot growers he keeps talking about. And he says also, this is very funny. This is hilarious. He says, I don't drink alcohol, and there's pictures of him all over the internet drinking alcohol. He figures we haven't figured out that Google thing yet. But no, we're not too impressed with Harper. He's taken away poor, sick people's rights to grow pot and replacing it with some crazy scheme where private industry will replace compassion clubs and personal growing and designated growers. And the first two licenses he's handed out is to Prairie Plant Systems, who has the worst pot on earth, high in metals, high in microbes, low in THC, and then they irradiate it to deal with the microbes. So, that's his idea of medical marijuana, is the only medicine on earth that comes with its own return form. Ugh.
So, David, pretend I'm a tourist from America and I'm up in Vancouver. Where should I go to score weed?
Well, the summer is pretty much over now, so Wreck Beach isn't an option anymore. But I'd just say go up to any park or maybe the art gallery and go up to the happy, hungry, relaxed, hairy people and ask them where they got their weed. It's not always easy for tourists to score. Sometimes they look a little coppish. If you're athletic and you're not from around here, it might be difficult. You might have to look for like, I don't know, half an hour. But sooner or later, you're gonna come across people who do that for a living.
Can you tell us about Sensible BC?
Sensible BC is a creation mainly of a guy named Dana Larson, who's been a long time pot activist, longer than most people in Canada. He basically created a form of decrim that doesn't suck. I'm not a big fan of decrim. I don't like punishment switching, but this is not a punishment switching sort of, fines in exchange for the removal of jail sentences. What it is it defunds the police so that they're not allowed to spend any money on an ounce or less of pot in the possession of adults. It also forces the provincial government to request formally legalization from the federal government and to draw up what the regulations would be. Now, just like the long gun registry of yesterday, of recent history, where the federal government demanded the registration of long guns and the provincial government said, F off, we're not doing it. The provinces have control over the drug war, mainly through the purse strings that they pay for the enforcement of the drug war. And if they so wish, they could just say, we're not enforcing any of the pot laws anymore. And they could very well draw up regulations to regulate it instead. Now, if our province doesn't do it, it's my understanding that Dana is open to have another referendum in 2017 that would remove the police's ability to spend any money on growing and dealing charges.
Hey, wasn't that a great interview with my friend David Malmo-Levine? This has been Steve Kubby, Kubby TV, brought to you by Pot TV and Cannabis Culture Magazine, saying and wishing you a happy 420 day.
It's the proximity of what I hope to be, the weight so heavy where I stand, the indecision builds within my twisted sense.